This morning I was like, oh, Nikki Bond, who's Nikki Bond? Nikki Bond. Because I looked at my schedule and oh yeah, you know what I mean, that type of thing.
And then you got in the shower and went,
beautiful morning. No, and I remember I got coffee and I came here. You know what I mean? But
what time did you wake up?
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2.
What? Okay, well.
Oh, thank you.
Wait.
Are we done?
No. Do you want to be done?
Well, I don't know when it's done.
Well.
You have other questions? Ask me some questions. Is that your phone?
That's your phone.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
How long did we start? What time did we start? 3:30?
3:30.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Let's go another 10 minutes. Do you want to wrap it up?
I don't. Yes, I can wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Let's do a tail end wrap up.
You do yell. I guess you do yell. Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, wait, but I just want you to can you give some listeners, because some of my listeners are people that have shitty dads or their dads that are worried they're not being good enough. And I feel like you have circled back and you like forgive your dad and do you forgive your dad?
I do, because here's the deal. And this is a true thing. I wouldn't change anything in the past, because I don't think that if I had the kind of life that other people had, I don't know if I'd be in this place right now. And the place that I'm in right now is exciting and fun, you know? I have a great life. I really do. And I have, you know, I mean, here's what I love about the business that we're in, and you'll experience this, I promise you, right? Is that it becomes like little lotteries.
Yeah.
You get little lottery wins. Like, you'll get a call like, you got offered this.
And it came out of nowhere.
Just
like,
out of nowhere. Like, you know, I just did, last summer I did a movie, and it was like, it's not out yet, but it was, so imagine it was a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I just got a call going, are you interested in going to Budapest? And I go, for what? It's a movie. There's a guy named Eli Roth. I go, I'm a huge Eli Roth fan. You know what I mean? I loved him in Inglourious Basterds as an actor. You know what I mean? But I also love Hostel. He directed that. He goes, yeah, it's the movie is Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart, Jack Black. But you have to be there for 2 months with them in a hotel. And I go,
nowhere I'd rather be.
Yeah. Right. So, and then I also met new people like Cheyenne Jackson and Janina Gavankar and other people. But anyway, I remember flying to Budapest last year. I spent 2 months, and I remember because you know, I want to say, I'm only around comedians. Mm-hmm. Right, so you know, like I'll see Dave Chappelle. Let's take a photo. You know what I mean? I mean that's how exciting my life is, right? Yeah. Which is, you know, after a while, like when you see Louis C.K. or whoever's this big, you're like, oh, it's Louis C.K. Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah, totally.
But when I'm around like actors that I grew up watching and stuff like that, it becomes a completely different thing, right? Yeah. So I remember I fly to Budapest. This is exciting. Check this out. And I remember I walk into my hotel room, and so because there was a pandemic and people are quarantined, there's like 6 other movies and TV shows that are being filmed, and everyone can't leave the 4 seasons. So everyone was forced to eat at the same place and be around each other.
Damn.
Right? So I'm like, oh, there's Oscar Isaac. I mean, it was like that crazy.
Whoa.
Right? So I remember I walked into my hotel room. It's at the 4 seasons, and I never stayed. I mean, it's like really nice. And there was a letter from Jamie Lee Curtis. And he goes, Dear Bobby, I don't know you, but meet me tomorrow at noon. Let's have lunch.
No.
Yeah, right? And I remember going, what? And I remember meeting her at lunch. She hugged me, and we became friends. And me, her, and Penn from Penn and Teller, because he was in the movie too, we walked around Budapest together. We went to a Burger King.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? It was like really surreal.
Yeah.
And those are the little things that happen, right?
Yeah.
That make it all worthwhile.
Right.
They're just really cool, weird. And I've had, like, one time I did a movie with Michelle Yeoh from Everyone Nowhere at Once, that movie.
I don't know that movie.
Everywhere, Nowhere at Once. It's the biggest movie out.
Everywhere, Nowhere at Once.
Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Did you see it?
yeah. I didn't see
It's
it.
crazy
No.
and good.
Okay.
But she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
I remember being in Thailand with her doing a movie and going, and this was many years ago, but going, oh, this is cool. And as long as you get little moments like that,
And
you know what I mean?
appreciate them and
you
see
appreciate
them.
it and you go, I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Then it makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another good thing that happened. I remember one time, these are just memories I had. So I was in the movie The Dictator.
Yeah.
With Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
And I remember being super nervous about doing a scene with Ben Kingsley.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being in New York. I did the scene with Ben, and he did something that was so like, because when you're young, like not young, but when you're not really used to being in like Hollywood situations.
Yeah.
You get so focused on like, I don't want to fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't fuck this up, right? I remember I couldn't sleep that night. I was like memorizing my lines backwards and forwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no matter what happens,
You know your lines.
I just
'cause it's
know
the
it. You know
worst
what I
when
mean?
you're
Even
not
how if
prepared.
I'm scared, right?
Yeah.
But I remember being there and I'm like, I don't know my line, and then he going, "What's my line?" Right? And then I remember they had to set something up, and I remember sitting on a couch, and he goes, "Ma, sit next to you," and he sat next to me. He goes, "Tell me about yourself." And I remember having like this 20-minute conversation about the movie Gandhi, because he was Gandhi,
Yeah.
right? Because I love that movie, and he was just telling me about the movie. I just remember going, "Wow, this is unfucking believable." You know,
Damn.
this is so unbelievable.
Yeah.
That I signed up. I walked by the Comedy Store in La Jolla in '95.
Yeah. You
And
stumbled upon
I
it.
knocked on the door. You know what I mean? And when you
Yeah.
make big choices like that and you walk through fear and you just let everything go and you just go for it, wonderful things can happen.
Yep. That's a good way to
ending.
wrap. That was
It's a good ending.
You know what I'll say? One more characteristic about you is you don't feel sorry for yourself.
What's soy you mean?
Okay.
What's soy?
You said Mamerica earlier, and
What's
I didn't
soy?
say
What's soy
anything
mean?
about it.
Soy? No, what does it mean? Soy? Like soy protein? What is it? Soy?
Sorry. Have you not? Have
Sorry.
you not had
Oh,
soy?
sorry. My bad. So I don't feel what? Say it again.
Sorry for yourself.
I don't feel sorry for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great story. That's a
Do
great
I feel
ending.
sorry for? No, I don't.
It doesn't say. Well, you're not mourning in your past and your childhood and being like, "Woe." You're not a woe is me.
But that's what I'm saying to your fans is that even though I had this weird fucking dark survival past, right? If you try to live a big life, not become like your dad, you know what I mean? Right? And also do work. I've always been in AA. I've always been in therapy and I've always read books and I tried to better myself, right? But if you really just go for it, right? And learn from your past, right? And that you can have a great life, you know? You really can, you know? And there are people like my mom who never really did that, you know? And it's like, I choose not to live in that.
Ugh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything you'd like to plug?
No.
You know where to find him.
Yeah, I'll plug. Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
When does this come out?
Thursday.
Okay, so this week I'm on a show called Reservation Dogs, and I did 2 episodes. I don't know what episode I'm in.
Oh, cool.
But check out Reservation Dogs. It's on FX.
On FX.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank you.
Bobby.